Hi guys, this is Ines McKenna and
Amanda Weitzman.
thank you for watching our real estate chat. We have some information to share with you. Amanda, start us off.
Well, today was an interesting day. Have been going up, so don't wait too long, because when rates go up, your affordability goes down. So
Clients, you were telling me about your clients who got a contract and the day of the closing, if they had waited an extra day, how would that have affected them? Because the rates had gone up drastically. So tell me a little bit about that.
So when they first started the process, the rates were at 3.25. Right now they're around 4.25. So that can make a big difference. And luckily we're locked. We missed out on the drastic down day, which is today.
Ouch.
Yeah. So locked at the perfect time. But it will make a big difference if you don't have a lot of room to spare with your debt to income ratio. When the rates go up, that price, your mortgage goes up. And if it puts you over your debt to income ratio, you could lose the loan altogether, so that ratio is very important. And the price of the house is the price of the house, but if the interest rate goes up, a lot, your debt goes up a lot. So it can be a big deal for people that don't have a lot of room to spare on their debt to income ratio. Luckily that wasn't the case for these buyers, but it is definitely something to consider if people are already shopping out, at the top of their DTI budget, because, it's just the market right now. It can affect a lot of people. So
the market is definitely very, very hot. There's just still a lack of inventory, and these increases of rates are going to push some people out of the buying market right now. It's just going to be what it is, unfortunately. So we have to be very, very smart on when, going out there and taking that action. Because if you are still able to go out and buy at 4 or 4.25, that's still a great rate. My first house when we bought it was over 5, like 5.75. So, and I thought that was great. I've seen these record lows that have never happened before, and everybody wants to capitalize on that. Well, that was a yesterday plan. Today, this is what we're dealing with. A couple of things for you guys to think about as well. There's been some changes to our Colorado state contracts. The first deadline in terms of the mortgage piece, you have your loan application deadline. The second deadline is your terms deadline for the terms of your loan. And then third deadline, the availability of the loan. So as a listing agent, we want to see the application done within the first 2 to 3 days. We want to see the terms deadline within 7 to 10 business days. The reason why we want to see that is that you can actually sit down with your mortgage broker. You can get those terms and you can lock in that rate, which is super important right now because, I think you will agree that rates are going to keep going up. I don't know when they're going to cap and when we're going to see that level off, but they're going to keep going up. So the sooner that you can lock in your rate, the better it is for you, because you're going to keep that payment low. So those term deadlines are important for the listing agent. We're going to advise our sellers to take an offer which has a shorter terms deadline versus somebody that is, let's say, waiting till 20 days out or something like that. We want buyers who are able to make quick decisions. We want to remove as many of those deadlines as possible, because every single day that we are in contract with a buyer, that's taking time away from my clients, from my sellers, and they still have gas to pay, electricity to pay, mortgage to pay. So all of that, we don't think about those costs, but sellers do have costs. Even if they're living in the house, they have costs of the delaying of the transaction. And then the last deadline is the loan availability deadline. That just basically means, can you still close? Can you get that loan under the terms that you've already agreed to? So I actually like those terms and those changes to the contract. I know a lot of buyers agents and other agents are not thrilled about them, but I really like the clarification between the 3 layers. It used to be just one deadline, and then, if somebody just changes their mind, they can use that loan availability deadline, and we can't use that anymore. We have these, you literally have to be denied for the loan to use that last one, which is the one that's the closest to the closing date, which is the loan avail line. So those are just some things for you guys to think about as you're going into this. Bought a house last year, you would have a boatload of equity, like 20%. Our market has grown in Metro Denver area. That's a lot of equity. In a few years, you can take a HELOC out of that. You don't go on vacation, but you can do something else with it. You can invest it further. So
make some upgrades.
Yes.
Make your house worth more.
Yeah, you can, if you buy a fixer upper, you can invest into the property. There's so many different options. So we'll tackle those.
Second home.
Yeah, second home.
Property.
Airbnb in Florida. I mean, who doesn't want that?
I do want that.
Me too.
That's on my list of things.
Mine too. I am. What are you looking at? Do you know?
No.
No?
My whole family moved to Sarasota, so
Okay.
probably somewhere close. Amazing.
We've been looking at Cocoa Beach, Miramar Beach. I've never been there. Oh, there's one more that it's slipping my mind right now, and I don't remember. That's okay. But once I find a property, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, same. It'll be a while, but
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching our little mini real estate chat. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.